because in the Word, it's not a God. God, the emphasis on God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him is not anything that was made. The first word is word, but it's not a written word. It's a spoken word. It's, as we see, nothing was made without Him. This is the word that was spoken when everything we see is created. The trees, the parts of the church were made by man, but out of things that this sound created. According to this, the scientists are wrong. Everything that was made is now made from biology. Everything was made from linguistics. Everything was made from the spoken word. And the variable or parole, you can, the word, and that, I want to go through this quick, but that had to be explained. In Him was life, and the life was the light of man. The second thing is the light. The light shines in darkness, and the darkness comprehends it not. Even way back, even before neon lights, even before these lights, when you had candles and torches, when you saw a city way up on top, everything else was black. That stood out because of the light. So the light makes a difference from darkness. There's a man sent from God whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of that light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world was made by Him. The world knew Him not. This has to be explained too. I don't like to stop to explain, but these are almost like three different worlds. He was in the world, He was here. That's all really that means. The world was made by Him. That's the world of the sound. That's the world of the sound that started when God created the earth. That was made by Him. The world knew Him. That's the world of peoples. Like John 3:16, God loved the world. This is the almost three different words. He came into His own received Him not. This is His people. This is the Jews. They did not accept Him, not the Jews altogether, but the leaders of the Jews. This is the established religion of the time. They didn't accept Him. As many as received Him, to them gave He power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on His name. What a beautiful sound, to become sons of God. Because we're born like sons of God in a sense, but sons of God as far as spiritually, we're not until we get saved. Which were born not of blood, nor the will of flesh, nor the will of man, but of God. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. And we beheld His glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. I need two people. Little Keith, I'm sorry you're lined up. Could you stand up? Okay, I need an example. Brother Poppy, can you stand up, please? Okay. Okay, Brother Keith, he represents grace, okay? He's grace. This is truth, okay? Most of us, Jesus was 100% grace, 100% truth. Now, Keith is grace. He's the soul of the party. Or the fun of the party. He's a great guy. Everybody likes Keith. But now, not talking about you, but talking about grace, okay? Now, when it comes to pleasing people, now he has a couple like white lies and stuff like that, and so just everybody to make everybody like him, and so he keeps everybody happy, but yet truth. And no man, I think, that's ever come into this earth has ever got to that point. 100% grace, 100% truth. Okay. you lie down or whatever. Okay. All right. That as far as grace and truth, where were we? John bare witness of him and cried, saying, "This is he of whom I spake. He that cometh after me is preferred before me, for he is before me." That's a little confusing. John comes after him. He was born after Christ in this earth. Christ is from eternity past, so he's before John. So that's kind of the key to the riddle. His fullness we have all received, and grace for grace. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. No man has seen God any time. The only begotten of the Father, he hath declared him. Jesus, Moses, going back to Moses. Moses saw God's hinder parts. No other man has seen God and lived. God has so much glory, especially in the Old Testament. You look upon God, you bite the dust, really. And instant death. Moses saw his hinder parts and he came back glowing like a neon light. And people were wondering what happened to him. Moses, and then but Jesus, through Jesus, people saw God. And it was the first time people saw God by his face. This is the record of John as Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem. Who art thou? In Spanish and French and other languages, that's familiar. They come up to John like he's a kid or like he's someone below him. And they say, "Who are you?" Like, I can't explain that in English. But in other languages, it's very disrespectful. And he confessed and denied not. He says, "I'm not the Christ." And they asked him, "Who are you? Elijah, the prophet, the other prophet?" He said, "No. Who are you? Who art thou?" They give an answer to them. "What do you say about yourself?" He said, "I'm the voice of one crying in the wilderness, straighten out the way of the Lord." And they were the Pharisees. The Pharisees were like the fundamentalists. They did everything right, but that spot between here and here, they couldn't bridge. Yeah. They had it all here, but they didn't have it here, and that was the only difference. The Pharisees, as far as keeping the law, keeping God's everything except for the heart, they did it perfectly. And then they asked who. John was humble. Thank God, John was humble. He took this all, and he didn't push back. John was not weak. He was like a muscle man, and he went out with camel's hair and ate grasshoppers. He was not a weakling at all. Just one more thing. When John baptized Jesus, doesn't say this is the Holy Trinity, but God's voice came down, and Jesus was there, and then the symbol coming down as of a dove, the Holy Spirit. That is the Holy Trinity. One more quick thing. You can read the rest of it. I don't want to belabor the point, but Andrew and Philip. Andrew was not a big talker like Peter, and Philip was not as credible or as well known as Nathaniel. The only thing these two guys did, very quiet people, very unassuming